Now, Paa Kwesi, why the inertia, or shall I say, the complete disregard for this demand for targeted state of emergency on those water bodies, on those forest reserves, so that it becomes a completely no-go zone? Nobody dares get there.
I think it is important for us to understand the context of our earlier demands for the declaration of a state of emergency. Indeed, before the current government came into power, there was that rife call that the government then, the new patriotic party government then, should declare a state of emergency. That advocacy was viral because at that point, indeed, we have a total of, just for the records, we have a total of 288 forest reserves across the country. Out of this 288, it is 44 that have been besieged. Now, in these 44, back then, we had 9 that had been completely taken over by armed illegal miners. And I think we have to put emphasis on the fact that these were armed. And the extent of their operation was such that even the security forces could not go into those 9 enclaves. And it was because of the intensity of that situation that we repeatedly were calling for the declaration of a state of emergency. Now, fast forward, we have been able to repossess all of these 9 forest reserves that had been flagged and categorized as red zones. And so the important question that logically comes to the table is that if back then you were calling for the declaration of a state of emergency based on those 9 red spots, and now you have repossessed all of them, not to say that the call is no longer significant. I don't want to use that description, but logically, the obvious question that meets us in reasoning is that why then would you proceed to declare a state of emergency when you have?
Because we have not reclaimed all 9. We have not reclaimed all 9.
No, we have reclaimed all 9. That is on record. All 9.
Jimira Forest Reserve is still under siege.
It is not, Awula, it is not under siege. I think yesterday you made this particular submission, and I said that we wouldn't have to go back and forth on it. We have our records. Indeed, there is the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat that supervises all the raids and swoop. And
that's what you say, and that's what is going on the ground.
Yes, but what I say is an absolute reflection of what is going on the ground. Indeed, we can give the room to an independent arbiter to verify the claims. But I am saying
Awula is independent. That's what they are involved in.
Maybe perhaps we need an additional voice of verification. But what we are saying,
Erastus Asaredonko.
But he has not discounted the fact that the 9 have not been repossessed. He has not done that. The point he made, I think I should clarify Erastus's point. The point he made that I observed was that despite the repossession, Jimira Forest still had pockets of illegal miners there, and that is normal. Of course, having repossessed the forest, they would not willingly want to give up. But the good news, however, is that there is the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat that has barricaded all of those areas such that those people we have cleared out do not return. So back to the issue. Indeed, if it was 9 forest reserves that had been heavily besieged, that had become red spots, if you have been able to, as it were, repossess all of them, it then begins to appear moot the conversation around the declaration of a state of emergency. Because if you do it, where is the target? Your target previously was the 9. The 9 have been repossessed. Therefore, where are we going again? But that is not to also water down on the need for more combative approaches. If, as of now, because we are at this particular junction, if we realize that there is the need to perhaps consider such conversations again, I'm sure we will do that accordingly.
And please, can I come in very, very quick?
Please do.
I've just received a report that regarding the barricades of the 9 reclaimed forest reserves. I think we need to rethink this. I've just received a report. I can't name my source. That is not the case. That it is not the case that we've barricaded 9 of the those forest reserves.
Well,
I cannot reveal my source, but that is not the case. I've just received information from somebody listening to the program.
That's fine. Something the point I'm making in just 30 seconds is that I don't think we should go back and forth on whether the repossession is effective or is superficial. We can all independently verify, so we can go ahead and do that. But authoritatively, the record we have and the constant updates we have from the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat is to the effect that the repossession is absolute and not compromised.
Thank you, Paa Kwesi Schandorf.